Go.
So, spawning up here on the top left-hand side of
Catbot.
Frost LE, we have the red Zerg player, ForevrBronze, our very own. This guy tuned in and watched me stream today, so big heart to you, buddy. Thank you.
Yes. And on the bottom right, Risible, the blue Protoss.
Pixel, if you really want to hear me eat, like, I can do that, but I don't think you guys want to.
Also, Cadbot said, you're right. Fuck that. Bring the land to Spain instead. Oh, shit. See what they think of us? We live in a barren wasteland. We
do.
basically live on Polar Night, the map. For all of you who don't know what Montana looks like.
Or just Google Montana.
No, I think Polar Night is much easier for people to picture in their head.
So, what do you think we're going to see? We have a gateway coming out of... Is it Risible?
Risible.
Risible? Risible?
Let's just go with Risible.
We'll go with Risible. I'm sorry if that's wrong. Like, I am truly sorry.
Yeah.
Pixel, where in Montana have you been?
Wait, he's from New York. There's no way he's been to Montana. How do you know what Montana is? No.
Unlike you,
wait.
some people know geography.
Wait a minute. ForevrBronze says that's a different ForevrBronze, but he said earlier that it actually was him. So I think he's just fucking with us.
I don't know. I'm not sure, but we do see more drones in production. Still no pool coming out of ForevrBronze. And his opponent throwing down his first gas geyser. That's going to finish just in time for the gateway.
Indeed.
And the cybercore going down. Pixel, you got to answer the question. Where in Montana?
He answered with lol, so I think he's trolling us. Lol,
And the spawning pool finally does go down, as does the extractor for ForevrBronze.
If you say Butte, I'm gonna laugh. And the scout probe from Risible is gonna see that expansion and also see that spawning pool timing for ForevrBronze. Overlord's heading all over the map right now. Actually, ForevrBronze hasn't quite found his opponent just yet. A little bit behind there.
So, Himalayan, thank you for joining us tonight. You have a wonderful evening. And University of Montana, how dare you? You get the hell out of here.
Wait, there was a research conference at UM? What?
When isn't there?
What? Was that a
When isn't
research?
there?
It was a research on weed production.
No, there's actually a pretty good environmental program there.
Oh,
Just
I wonder
throwing that
why.
out.
Because it's full of a bunch of hippies, man.
You're a fucking business major. You shut your mouth.
And here we go again.
That's right.
Asshole.
So,
You gotta talk shit on me in my major. Whatever.
there's a lot of people that do. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm
On your
sure
major, not
there's
you.
a lot of people that talk shit on scientists as well, because fuck science, right?
Never mind the advances of the last 60 years.
Are they due to your work in the environmental science field?
Some of it is, considering we cleaned up all the
Oh.
messes that the business majors made. I mean,
Oh no. Okay, so you the snowpack. I remember that.
so going back to the game, something that's actually relevant to what we're doing,
Roach Warren.
and 2 more gateways coming out of Risible, and we do have a pylon coming down here over on the side.
This all
And a
on one
robo.
base from Risible is very interesting. Is he going for the 3-gate robo?
That is exactly what it is.
And are we going to see like the Sentry Immortal thing? He's got the double gas going, no expansion. Oh, I would love to see that. And you know,
Yeah,
considering
Pixel,
we have
I'm
roaches on
I'm-
the way.
Pixel, I'm sorry for the small detour.
Meanwhile, StarCraft.
So the gateways for Risible are going to finish up. Warp Gate is still a few seconds out, and we do have the first Immortal on the way.
Also, ForevrBronze mentioning he will be able to tell the location when the second Overlord hits the location there. That is, if he is aware of the process of elimination. So just keep that in mind.
Cadwa, I'm actually working on it. I'm sorry.
Get a job, you scrounging student bastards. Unfortunately for us, this is our job. Kind
No,
of.
I actually have a job. Kind of.
So do
Part-time,
I.
anyway.
I throw groceries across a belt.
Everybody's got to do something. I throw beer onto a shelf.
Sounds
So
a
we
lot
do
more
see
exciting. The roach train here, yeah. Choo-choo.
That is the roach train.
Can you say
And
choo-choo,
yeah.
motherfucker, for the roaches? Or does
No,
that only work for Sentries and Immortals?
that's only the Century Immortal all in.
Well, we do see an Immortal on the way. We're just missing the Sentries right now. We have 300 gas, so let's see some Sentries. I don't know. This could be actually really dangerous. There is only one Immortal out and a few Zealots and just one Stalker. If we see the push here, I don't know. I think a few more Zealots there. I just don't think Zealots are what you need. There are 2 Immortals out, which if microed correctly can actually do very well against the big number of roaches here. But when they're funneled up a ramp like this, it's definitely going to be hard for Bronze to get the upper hand. One roach falling, the second one being taken out. Ooh, taking down 1 Zealot and a 2nd Zealot, the 3rd roach. Holy shit, did you see that? Oh, those death animations, you gotta turn those on, man. Oh, man. Missoula's pretty cool, yeah, if you like dirty air.
Time to stop talking.
I'm just kidding, okay? Actually,
And we do...
I have good friends living in Missoula, okay?
And we do have 3 Zealots on a run by up here. They are going to get intercepted by 3 roaches and take out a queen. Are they going to get the queen? Yes, they do.
That is not good at all. The queen is very important. It's just the loss of a single unit, but it actually is. It is going to affect Bronze quite a bit. He's not going to be able to get those injects so quickly. Also, double Evo chamber, which of course I like. And yeah, ForevrBronze just completely pulled out of that after seeing those 2 Immortals there. Definitely a good call, pulling back and grabbing that 3rd base. Now we do see the push from Risible on the way here.
One thing I would like to see out of Risible, and I understand that he's trying to save this money for like the push itself, but he is tacking down a 4th gateway and he's extending himself a little too much in terms of the production. He does have a pylon up here, but that is going to get spotted by these roaches. But yeah, he's putting himself in a pretty terrible position in terms of trying to expand or do anything after this.
No,
This is definitely an all-in from him at this point.
Yeah, he has not expanded, just like you said. I mean, I think with all the Zealots here, while, they're not going to be able to do too much damage because, well, roaches are faster than they are, the Immortals here are going to be able to do a lot. Oh, and even more roaches coming down here. He starts shooting at these Immortals. Needs to do some micro. Pull that one back. Ah!
Actually, these Immortals going to go ahead and work away at those. If we go ahead and look at the kill counts, 2, 7, and 8.
Yeah, that's really good. And 12 more roaches on the way, but I think they're just going to go to their death. 3 Immortals could easily just turn around and take out these roaches, I feel. Even though, well, that one doesn't have shields, but...
Yeah, I would say with shields, you're probably right. Without shields, though, these things are just sitting ducks. And we do see Immortals walking just a little bit faster than...
and the Zealots are going to intercept and protect these Immortals. I love that. That was great by Risible, but again, he is only on 1 base. He has enough money now. He could drop a natural and try to get himself back in the game, but also the Warp Prism getting chrono boosted out. Be interesting to see if he actually uses that to employ some Immortal micro against our Zergy ForevrBronze here.
So now the Roach is just going to go ahead and funnel back to the main entrance for ForevrBronze. We do have the Overlord dance party in the back of the map over here.
Risible does need to end this soon, though, because there are 10 Hydralisks in production. All of them just now popping and being added to this Roach count here.
Did you put the timer down?
Shit! Fuck you, Pixel Knight! I'm sorry!
So I'm starting to think if we ever have to do this again, I should probably stream.
Hey, man. Hey, we haven't had any sound issues, okay?
I think I got mine fixed.
Are you sure about that? I mean, last time we did HSL, it was like, apparently every game it was stuttering. But,
well,
I think we're okay, alright? Ooh, and a push here at the 3rd, or actually the natural, I suppose. That Warp Prism in the back.
Yeah, I didn't notice that warp prism before. I like that, especially from the point of reinforcing.
This is a great all-in, but are these immortals going to
Although,
get picked off? No.
I was gonna say he does need to.
Yeah,
Oh my
Hydras
god!
are doing so
The
much
zealots
DPS.
were on a move command. That is
Oh,
terrible.
no.
This push is gonna fail
And
from
there's that
Risible.
GG, well played.
So Risible,
You
one
need
thing
to
I would like to
remind me.
see. I did, and you said you had it.
No, that was last game, man.
Either way,
Fuck.
can only do so much.
Yeah, whatever.
So we're going back to the drawing board.
Going to game 2. ForevrBronze. Now, you need to confirm and be honest with us. Is this you? It's spelled exactly the same. Or is this another ForevrBronze? Because he's making it sound like it's not exactly him, but I think it is. I think he's pulling our leg. And don't worry, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on you again. Isn't that how it goes?
I don't think so.
So fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, you can't fool me again. Something like that.
ForevrBronze is confirming that it is him.
Fool me twice, you can't fool me again. So game 2. On Polar Night. Week 4 when video beats me with 2 racks 3 times. Oh, okay. That's a different guy. Okay. Even though you just said it's you, he just doesn't want to admit loss. I get it.
That's okay. Never give up, never surrender. Remember to put your timer down.
I will. I got it this time. I think I got it. How does Zero remember to do this every time? I don't know. Okay. All right, you ready to go, man?
Yep, whenever you are.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
So, spawning up here on the top side of Polar Night Ellie, we do have our favorite player in this matchup, ForevrBronze. Or at least my favorite player.
And on the bottom of Polar Night, we have the blue Protoss going for that all-in last time, but not quite making it work, so he's down 1 game in this series. Risible.
So are you expecting to see the same thing again?
If we learned anything from Doctor, I'd say yes. I think so. What about you? What do you think?
I think at least out of Risible, one thing I would like to see is him actually expand while pushing this time. I'm okay with 3-gate robo play, so if I see that again, I would definitely like that, but I would also like to see an expand get thrown in there.
That is definitely a place you could improve. He had a lot of money banked up there. Eventually, he built that warp prism and used it on zealots, but I do think after he initially couldn't break his opponent, that was an indicator that, hey, maybe I should expand.
Although, look at this.
Wow.
We do have
Uh-oh.
a proxy pylon.
Oh, no. No. I hit the wrong fucking button. Ah. Where are you?
Where are you?
Just tell me. I need to go to where you are.
No, where are you?
I've been fast forwarding. I'm at 2:15.
Okay, give me 1 second. Just pause.
All right. Well, I'll pause at 2:22 then. I'm sorry, guys. Fuck. It's apparently the alt.
And go.
Apparently, like these buttons down here are hotkeys for skipping around in the replay. I did not realize that.
So that proxy pylon gets scouted by the Overlord. The Overlord does make his way over, and Risible forced to retreat. Now, Risible is going to just go ahead and take the center watchtower with that probe. We see everything pretty standard out of Risible to this point. Still no gas. Timer by Pixel Knight.
I'm sorry. I had to put it up again because yeah. Apparently, when I skipped, it brought it back.
And actually,
I'm just shitting the bed all over the place, man. Fuck.
This is This is actually a different build coming out of Risible. We do see a cannon coming down now. That was in fact a forge instead of a cybernetics core. And we do have the expansion hatchery for ForevrBronze coming out.
I'm not
Forever
exactly
Bronze
sure
did
where...
take
Go ahead.
ForevrBronze did take his gas. The pool is down. I don't see metabolic boost quite on the way just yet. He's just now getting the gas for it.
I was going to say, I'm not really sure where he was going to go with that proxy pylon over here, if he was just going to start working away at the ice or something with a cannon. I don't know. It seemed kind of like an interesting play, but I'm not really sure where he could have gone with it. Just I could have given him a backdoor pylon, I suppose.
Well, it would have given him a backdoor pylon, and it actually would have given him enough... based on where he would have started it, he probably would have had enough vision to the natural, and then he could have come up into the natural and cannon rushed up there as well.
Yeah.
So the cybernetics core for Risible is just now finishing. Warp gate is not quite on the way, but we do have a second gas geyser on the way. And it looks like another probe is going to come out, throw down a pylon up here at the choke. Now, I know I've said this before, but this choke is absolutely atrocious.
Yeah, I mean, especially with how close it is to the natural. I mean, you can try to wall this off, but you know, the more buildings you put there, the more, I guess, clogged up this is going to get, and you're not going to be able to move around your units very well. But ooh, they've got 4 lings here that are going to start working away at these pylons. There's only one zealot, and he's going to chase the rascals off his lawn. You know, the old man. Hey, get out of here!
And I mean, like, the base itself is fine now, as we're about to see here. The zealot is going to fall. His probe is also going to fall, but he does have the cannon to protect everything. He does need to get another zealot out, though, to come and take care of that.
Yeah, or he's going to lose that pylon. Which isn't the biggest loss, but still, I'd rather him not lose that.
Yeah, and the mothership core is on the way.
Looks
12
like
more lings are in production for ForevrBronze.
There goes that pylon there. And also, the second base for ForevrBronze has been up for a little while now. Starting to produce some Chirones over there. 8 out of 24, not completely saturated, but that's good.
And a double evolution. Yeah, and a double evolution chamber and a baneling nest coming out of ForevrBronze.
You know what? I think he's just expecting a wall off, and so why not use your banelings to just bust that, you know, down all the way, especially if there are cannons there.
Well, yeah, and he's starting not really to build up a lot of gas, but you can definitely tell he's saving it for something, and I bet you it's going to be exactly that. Now, we do have a cannon coming down, but these lings are going to run by. It looks like they're going to go ahead and take out that zealot.
Yeah, some of them are going to get killed by the mothership core, but the one zealot at a time is just not good enough. And are they going to be able to? Oh, are they going to get? The probe on hold command. That very stoic probe there. The slings are going to.
Oh, and the time warp. Yeah, the time warp did go down, but it looks like ForevrBronze is going to run right by. And what do we see in the production tab? 20 more lings on the way for ForevrBronze, as well as +1.
Up to 10 workers killed for our Zerg player ForevrBronze. And there's absolutely no wall there, so the 20 lings are free to just come flowing right into the natural here. 1 zealot in production, so that the wall off here can be completed, but I mean, that 20 lings is a lot, and we have 12 more on production, as well as +1 melee attacks.
So, you know, this was a really risky play to begin with, because I think his original intent was to cannon rush, and then when that didn't work, I would have liked to have seen just the follow-up be like a 1-gate expand instead of actually dropping down that forge where he did and then a cannon. I mean, yeah, he's protected up in the main, but then when he went to go get that expansion, there was nothing down there to help him out.
Exactly. Now, it's interesting to see that after doing so much damage with that initial push, he wouldn't immediately move out with his lings, but it looks like he's going to go ahead and do that now. And I think, you know, Risible is just as vulnerable as he was 30 seconds ago, so this isn't exactly a missed opportunity. Ooh, so many lings are going to come here into the natural, just keeping Risible on 1 base. At some point, I'm definitely guessing that he's going to throw these lings in there and take out that natural base. With only 2 zealots here to block off the choke at the main.
We actually have centrifugal hooks and level 1 ground carapace also in the works, as well as 6 more lings on the way. Now, we do have another photon cannon coming up here in the main for Risible, but I really don't know. Yeah, I don't really think it's going to make that much of a difference. These 2 cannons probably are not going to finish.
And the natural
even
falls.
if, yeah, even if they do, Risible is only on 1 base. cannons can really only hold out for so long, and a Spire coming out now for ForevrBronze.
Yeah, Risible is also supply blocked, so he isn't going to be able to produce as much more. But yeah, I think, definitely throwing some Banelings in here to just completely annihilate these photon cannons is just going to be the final blow to Risible. We will see if that is what happens here. And like you said, the Spire is on the way. To be the icing on the cake. We're not actually sure if that's needed. Oh, we also have a Stargate. Not really sure what he can do with it now that ForevrBronze is getting down his third base. Risible is just on his back heels right now, trying to find something that can get him back into this, but when you're stuck on one base for so long, I just don't see it happening.
Yeah, he's in a really rough spot. He is finally back up to a normal probe count, although he does need to send a couple into his other gas geyser if that's the path he continues to go down. But I think what he's actually going to try and do is probably go into, my guess would be Void Ray play, although I don't think he has the minerals to sustain that for very long, and it looks like he's going to go ahead and send a probe out. Is that probe going to try and expand somewhere? Did I just miss a command?
You know what? Looks like he's headed over here to this base on the right-hand side. He might be trying to sneak an expansion.
And look at all of these Banelings.
That is what he is going to do. He is placing a Nexus there. But yeah, so many Banelings over here. 24 Lings in production, as well as Zerg Melee Attack 2 and Ground Carapace 2. I think the final blow is going to be seen here. Oh, and you were right. A Void Ray is in production, but I don't know how... It is an air unit. Lings can't shoot up, but there are just so many of them that I don't think this is going to save him. And yeah, the Baneling bus has come. All of the
Oh my god, cleaning that up.
Wow.
The floodgates have opened.
Even
though there's going to be a Void Ray out on the field, I mean, there's really nothing you can do.
The planetary, whatever, the photon planetary thing. Photon overcharge, just scaring all of those Lings right out of there. And more
Risible
production.
Risible says never again to the Artosis pylon, as we do see 4 pylons going down.
Exactly.
And the Void Ray is finally out. Now, the duration of this mothership photon overcharge is going to wear out soon. And yeah, that is a lot of Banelings in production.
And so many cannons being placed down. But we are going to see another bust here very shortly as more and more Lings are collecting here at the bottom of the ramp. Wow. Really going overboard with the photon cannons there. But they're not going to be done in time. Oh, no.
Oh my god.
And exactly.
And there again, the floodgates open. Now there is enough energy on that. There is enough energy on the mothership to go ahead and do another planetary nexus, but this is too much.
And there's
and
GG
there
Lovely.
It is.
So ForevrBronze at a commanding 2-0 lead right now.
Yeah, there we go, commanding 2-0.
Proper use of that word.
So how's everybody in the chat doing? I see Pixel say, "Stay focused-ish. I like banter sometimes, but more cast." We will do more of that, sir. Sorry, we got off topic. Oh. This is what happens when Zero isn't around to keep us in line.
Yeah. If you've ever been around for ladder chat or HSL stuff, we kind of go off the hook there, but that's all right, right? We all love it.
So.
Not too bad.
Apologies to anybody who may or may not have been offended by that little rant in the middle there. So we're going into game 3.
That we are.
That we are.
Game 3 between ForevrBronze and Risible on Star Station Tournament Edition. Loading up the replay right now. Where did Nation 92 go? I swear, if he keeps leaving us, I'm going to be very angry. He stops by for like 15 minutes and says, "Oh, that's enough."
He's busy, man. He's a busy man.
He's also a business major.
Shh.
So
we're not going back into those rants. Not anymore. I'm putting my foot down on that one.
Okay. We'll see about tomorrow.
Well, that's a different day. We're not casting that day. Well, we might be, but
actually, about that, do you want to do more DKTL tomorrow, or do you really want to do ladder chat? Do you have a preference?
I was actually gonna think for DKTL just so that we can get some of these guys their games casted, and then just as a reminder to anybody in the chat, if you are interested in more StarCraft action, we do have the Winterland tournament coming up
Oh
on
yeah.
Saturday night, starting at what'd you say, 7:30, 7:45,
We
somewhere in there.
will be starting at 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, so that'll be 7 p.m. PST or 10 o'clock for you guys on the East Coast. Yeah, it's going to be
Oh,
a
that'd be
lot of
six
fun. What?
6:30 PST.
6:30?
Mountains ahead by 1 hour.
Yeah, I said it'll start at 8 o'clock Mountain, 7 o'clock PST.
Oh, sorry, I missed that for
Yeah,
some reason. I was an hour off.
yeah,
And
yeah,
Pixel Knight, they are some pretty cool people. I know a few people over there.
yeah. All right, so
So,
definitely stay tuned. Saturday night, yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I've got some really sick overlays and all sorts of nice stuff planned for that evening. But
oh god,
regardless,
he is excited.
dude, I have a hive mind
On
boner
this
right now, and I'm really stoked for this. But anyway, let's go to
on
game three.
And to answer the final question here before we get started, yes, on this channel
Yes,
starting at 8 o'clock Mountain. Tune in.
this
Game
channel,
Faces.
Hive Mind TV. Oh yeah. All right, game three between ForevrBronze and Risible. 3, 2, 1, begin.
So spawning down here on the bottom right-hand side of Star Station TE, we do have ForevrBronze up in this series 2-0 with his Massling play. It was a lot of fun to watch the last game, especially with the Baneling bus right at the end.
Yes, yes. So much Baneling bust. We will see if he does that again. And on the top left here, the blue Protoss player, Risible, down 0-2 in this series, needs to win this game or he is out of the series. And we will see if he can pull it back. Looks like, yep, pylon at the bottom of the ramp, so I don't think he's going to go for all-in as he did in game one.
No, I think in this case, this is one of those moments where you definitely draw back into your shell and you play something really defensive, something like either the one gate expand or a forge fast expand. Probably the forge fast expand, knowing at least in the last two games that your opponent really likes to play lings.
Yeah.
Because the gateway is going to leave you really vulnerable, especially early on. That cannon static defense in StarCraft 2 is just really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
So to not have that is definitely a detriment. And there we go. We do see a forge go down.
So this is definitely, like you said, going to be a little bit more defensive out of Risible. It was interesting to see that first game him go for the all-in. You know, I guess that's, when you're in the first game, you have that opportunity to kind of, probe your opponent and just kind of test them and see how they react to certain situations. And I think if you're going to all-in, it can be whether you're ahead or in that first game, depending on the length of the series, just to see if it's actually effective. And as we saw, ForevrBronze was able to hold it off pretty well. So Risible has thus done some pretty more defensive builds in the past couple.
Yeah, and this, like I said earlier, this is the time when you want to be very, very defensive. You don't want to stick your neck out too far.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely don't like playing Lings versus Protoss.
Apparently it works though, man. So good on you. Spawning pool on the way for ForevrBronze after that hatchery.
And the gas guys are going down for him as well. So actually this is, okay, this timing is about right for the expand out of our Protoss buddy. Maybe actually slightly early, especially not having gas.
And there goes that Nexus there for Risible, of course. He did queue up quite a few probes there, so there was I'd say about 200 minerals sunk into that Nexus. He could have gotten the Nexus just a little bit earlier. That's alright. The gateway going down as well to start making that wall there, and there's the photon cannon.
Kind of an interesting placement though, because normally you see players they'll drop that pylon back a little bit and then they'll scoot the forge over and then place the gateway next to it, and that way you actually enclose that cannon completely so that it can't be touched. Anything that comes near it has to chew through both the forge and the gateway, or one or the other, in order to get there. So we'll have to see how this wall plays out in the long term of the game.
I definitely would disagree with the photon cannon placement here, like you were saying. It almost seems like, that would be an ideal spot for a pylon, just put the cannon behind it. But Lings are so fast that maybe it won't even matter sometimes. Double gas as well for Risible. That the second gas here not quite saturated. So it is an interesting choice. We will see where he decides to go with this the gas here that he will probably be collecting here as soon as he gets the workers in it.
Yeah, and at this
There we
point,
go.
and my dog is killing esports.
I hear him.
He's just slaying esports today.
Wow.
He's just
What's
slaying
new?
it. I know, right?
The Roach Warren.
Roach Warren's down.
So
yes.
I wonder, this is probably. I think it's going to turn out like we saw in that first game. I mean, we did see in the chat here from ForevrBronze himself. I hear this guy does the 12 Roach thing every game versus Protoss. So I'm thinking we're going to see another big Roach push.
And you know what? That's all right, because there again we come back to the stop the stream. What?
Oh yeah,
Stop.
Puppy, because your dog's killing esports,
shit.
so we got to stop the stream. I don't think it's killing esports that bad. I think we're okay.
I mean, like, we can take a puppy break after if I can get the camera to work. I mean,
Dr. Dre, operate.
So yeah, we get a warp gate coming into play now. We do also have more probes coming on, and are we seeing a third? Not quite yet out of ForevrBronze,
Also,
but we do see double
Stargate
evil
as well. What's going to be produced out of the Stargate? Is it
I'm gonna guess
a Void
Oracle.
Ray, an Oracle?
I'm gonna guess Oracle.
It's an Oracle. Good call. That will be very annoying if it isn't scouted by ForevrBronze. He does have a queen at each base, but as we've seen in the past, Oracle versus one queen, Oracle wins. Also,
This is true.
Queens are also very slow, so you can outmaneuver them and get some drone kills too if you have a good micro. But also, the Roaches are heading across the map here. We do have Mr. Bouncer in between the photon cannon and the gateway, holding position.
I'm still not quite sure this is going to be strong enough to hold it. I mean, this is a lot of Roaches coming down the front door.
Bouncer is a badass though, and we will see him actually die. Sorry, guy.
He's got to hold his own.
Didn't quite do your job well enough, and the photon cannon does fall.
That's the bouncer that like lets the underage kids into the bar.
Yeah.
And then just gets ridiculed afterwards. And my dog is killing esports by just being adorable. I'm really sorry.
The Oracle's killing esports by not holding this push off effectively. Look at that.
I know, and we see the energy slowly getting drained out of it. That Oracle does have one kill.
Oh no, there's a
But this
GG
is
from Risible. Wow, already.
Oh wow.
Holy crap. So there we have it. ForevrBronze taking this series 3-0 in a very commanding fashion.
ForevrBronze, you're a bully. I just want you to know that. That poor Protoss player just wanted to go Oracles and you wouldn't let him.
Stop the raid. AFK while I bio break.
Okay, so let's see if we can... Okay, the camera's on. Let's see. Come here, buddy.
Wait a minute.
Come here.
Buddy, I'm streaming, not you.
Yeah, I know that. You're going to have to show a camera. They want to see the dog.
Okay. I'll see what I can do
Okay.
here. I gotta
Okay.
tab.
So is it... Okay, let's see.
Okay,
Come on.
so hold on. I gotta add a screen region. It's gonna take a minute.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Let me pull it back.
Okay, so for anybody who is curious, this is the dog that kills esports a lot.
And here we have it. There we go.
Do you see the dog?
This is Woodhouse.
That's me, and this is my dog that kills esports. His name is Ewok.
Woodhouse is the little one, right?
That's right.
The dog has the headphones on.
That's right. Okay, so enough. Whoa, enough from you. You're gonna kill esports more.
Oh, all right.